Hello everyone. This video is all about one of the new feature within Snowflake, which is Generation 2 virtual warehouses. So in the recently concluded Snowflake Summit, Snowflake has also talked about this category of warehouse, which is available now natively within the Snowflake as a platform. So let us see what this warehouse is, and we will also quickly, kind of go through the demo and understand its concepts. Okay. Now, if you see this, I am already logged in into Snowsite as a console, and what we will do is from here we will try to configure the virtual warehouse, right? So over here, if you see this, it will open up a window wherein, if you just add a warehouse and then go to type, that's where you will see two options now, your generation 1, and this one is brand new, which is generation 2. So generation 1 warehouses were already existing, so there is no change in it. It comes in different sizes, right from extra small to 6XL. But generation 2 warehouses, think of it like it is now empowered with new hardware, better configurations, better optimizations, right? And if you just switch here, okay, every other options remain active and the size also remain active, and you can easily configure the warehouses, right? And obviously it will span from extra small and it goes up to higher configuration. We can, if you click on the advanced options also, all these options are also activated for this. Now this generation 2 warehouses, as I explained, it comes with additional power, okay, but the size also remains the same, while the size remains the same. Okay, now what we will do, what we will try to configure this warehouse, the generation 2 warehouse, and see how it works. Okay, what I will do is I will just configure and name this warehouse as WH maybe test, okay, and then gen 2, okay, and then what I do is I create the warehouse. Okay, now once I create the warehouse, obviously the warehouse will be created within the platform, and what I will do right now is I will go to the worksheets. Okay, and then what I will do is I will try to create a query. Okay, and I will run the query using this new warehouse that we just now created, and the warehouse which traditionally we are all accustomed with. Okay, now how do you see and identify whether your warehouse is a normal warehouse or a kind of a generation 2 warehouse? So if you execute this command, okay, and then you just through the result scan, we can execute one more command which will be an interactive output. So wherever you see the resource constraint as standard gen 2, think of it like these are the newest category of warehouses. Okay, and the warehouse that we just now created, it is this warehouse, right, which is WH test gen 2. Okay, the key attribute to look up for is resource constant. Okay, wherever resource constant is standard gen 2, think of it like you have got more powerful, maybe extra small warehouse. Okay, now let us do one thing. Okay, for what we will do is we will try to use the same probably a traditional warehouse, I will say, right? I mean, let's say this is my warehouse demo WH01, but this is, if you see demo WH01, it is generation 1. Okay, which is nothing but your same extra small is the size, and it comes with all your native combination of the resources. It has got nothing to do with your generation 2. Okay, now what I will do is I will try to use these two table. If you see, they are of exact configuration, means total number of rows, size, everything is same, orders to same, number of rows and size is all same. Okay, now what I will do is I will try to execute this query, wherein I will try to make the O underscore comment as null. Okay, and because I will be switching between the warehouses, okay, I have to take care of one thing, because same query will be executing. No, I will have to disable your cache, result cache, okay, for this session, okay, so that I will ensure that I do the system resetting and then see the performance of each of the kind of query. Okay, so I am just using this demo warehouse, which is generation 1, and obviously I will try to benchmark the performance with the newest warehouse. Okay, and this one was the table. It was, we just now saw it was having around 350 million records. We'll do a full table update. Okay, right, so set yeah, and this one, let's say I will just execute it as this. Okay, so my bad, folks, with respect to just ensuring that the update statement parses. Okay, now this is how my update statement will run. Okay, I am updating this main table with your comment to be set as null, and if you see this, the second counter, obviously it is ticking. That means the query is getting executed, and that's how the byte scan, all those records will obviously be coming slowly. Okay, and just quick thing to note over here is, if you click on this query history kind of column, or probably the ID, what you get is the entire query profile, and it takes little bit of time, but it will come. Okay, and then what you do is you actually go to the kind of query history, that page, and you see what is the status of your query which is running. Okay, and that is all Gen 1. Now what I will do is I will again go to the worksheet. Okay, and I'll just see whether everything is fine or not over here. Okay, and let me quickly verify this particular thing. So this kind of update query, okay, which I am expecting to be complete. So what I will do is I will just refresh this console. This is another console. Okay, and then let's see whether this query got completed or not. Okay, now this was the query which we just now executed. Okay, and now I see this query getting completed. Okay, now over here this query that is completed is probably, that query took around yeah, this one, right? This query took around you can see it took around 49 seconds. Okay, now let's go to the another warehouse. Okay, now what I will do is I will change the context now. Okay, right, what warehouse shall I use? I will use this warehouse, wh_tst_gen2. Okay, so let's say wh_tst_gen2. Okay, now this is the warehouse. Okay, I will use right now, and I've already disabled the cache, the result cache, and what I will do is I will try to update the same kind of query I will execute, but what I will do is I will try to change the, I will rather change the table name. Okay, so let me execute the query and see whether there are any performance improvements to it. The first one, if I see right, I mean this one got if you see this, it got completed in 49 seconds. Okay, and it used your this warehouse, demo ws01, which is your generation 1 warehouse. Okay, and this second one which is still running. Okay, let us see how much time does it take to complete. Okay, what I will do is in parallel I will try to refresh my query history page also. You see this, it is still running. Okay, and I am hopeful that it will be completed within next few seconds. Yeah, let's see how much time does it take. Okay, cool. Now what we saw is this particular update query. Okay, obviously it took 49 seconds, and this one it just took 40 seconds. Still there is an improvement, right? The same query, or rather the similar query I was able to execute, but one got executed, think of it like in 49 seconds, and the other one got executed in 40 kind of seconds, right? That's the benefit that you get whenever you are using your generation 2 warehouse, right? So generation 2 warehouse, once again, I just want to reiterate that it is brand new, okay? And we can configure the generation 2 warehouses for better performance, better throughput. Just now we saw, right? If something is getting executed in 49 seconds, the same query got executed on 40 seconds. And this was just a very simple, update statement. Imagine I'll be having a lot of complex queries, with merge, joins, all those things, right? So we are expected to get a better performance, kind of output with this generation 2 category of warehouses. So we'll have to, kind of use it very carefully and diligently for certain use cases wherein the performance is a key, right? And we also have to be cognizant of the fact that whenever we are using this category of warehouses, it is charged a little bit differently as compared to your traditional warehouses which we already have, right? So I hope this demo was useful with respect to understanding this new category of warehouses. For more such videos on Snowflake, please feel free to kind of like this video and subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much once again for watching this video till the end. Thank you.